And we are live. What is good, YouTube? How y'all feeling out there? It's your man DL Saint. Oh boy, yeah. I was in Miami over the weekend. I'm still recovering. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. I do not know how they go like the Energizer Bunny 24/7 down there in Miami. Oh boy. Oh boys. But I ain't gonna lie, every time I go down there, I do the same thing out till 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier. Be out so long it ain't late no more, it becomes early. You dig? I can remember staggering out of 11 with my man Fresh, shout out to Fresh and Fit Podcast. Coming out of there, the sun's up. Like not kind of coming up. Up. Was good. so so yeah, I was down there. Having a good old time. I'm always in Brickell. Shout out to Moxie's. If y'all ever down in Brickell, go check out Moxie's in Mary Brickell Villa. That's a really cool restaurant, bar. The food is amazing. And if you're at the bar, say what's up to Margarita. Right, it's her real name. It's not it's not some made up name. That's her name, Margarita. She's amazing. Shout out to you. Just taking care of her brother, making sure everything is cool. Great person. Go check that out. Now go check out Baby James. Got my man D at the door. What up, D? You know what I'm saying? And just tons of people over there doing good stuff, man. So definitely if y'all ever down there. And DJ Izzy B, is a DJ down there in Miami. She was at Baby James. It's called her on the humble. Young female DJ, beautiful person inside and out. And one hell of a DJ, man. Like she had the place popping. Like, I mean, dude, I even tested her. I put money on the table. Like, she got the whole thing jumping right. And I'm like, I put money down on the table. It was like, look, if you can play this next song I asked you to play and mix it in with your set right now flawlessly, that's your money right there. And she was like, bet, what song you want me to play? And I said, Long Train Running, Doobie Brothers. She ain't even never heard a song because she young. How would she? Most of y'all probably ain't never heard of it. Most of my listeners are younger. Long Train Running. Guess what? She did it. She kept my money, but it was popping. I was in there like, yo, it was. She was about it. So shout out to you. Actually, I'm going to be interviewing her on this platform Wednesday at 5 p.m. We are scheduled to do that. So yeah, shout out to you. And what's good to the chat? I see my people all up in here. What's good? Big Mike, what up? I see you. Shout out to DL saying thank you, brother. I just saw you. I was like you, man. I was just watching the Fresh and Fit with Steve Eats Anything. I think that's the brother, man. Never heard of him. Great guy. I sub to his channel. Y'all should too. I'm really impressed by the way he gives, and how he gives, and the people he's helping out. So shout out to Steve, man. Candace M, what's going on? Good to see you. Demon got me in here. What's up? What's up? Thanks for the love, y'all. Really appreciate y'all coming in. Big Mike, we need Saint to get I need to get. Yeah, I appreciate that. We got to do the work, y'all. Like I said, we need Saint to get super chat. Yeah, I gotta hit the benchmarks. We just started. We're just starting to get real. So I need 1,000 subscribers and I need 4,000 view hours. And once I hit that, then that's when you get to that monetized thing. And I believe that's when the super chats and all that kicks in. But yo, we're going to make it happen, man, because I rock with the best. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from everybody that's out there that's kicking it with me, my Fresh and Fit fan base, my fam over there. I got the fam over there, Suzette Speaks. We going to get there. We going to absolutely get there. Demon got me. Yep, there it is right there. Got to hit 1,000 subs and so many thousand. Yep, and it's 4,000 watch hours. So Demon, yeah, you 100%, bro. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. I'm hoping to be there by end of summer, maybe sooner. Who knows? But I do this because I love the interaction. Super chats and all that'd be great. But I just love the interaction. I love building this, man. Y'all my day ones and y'all here with me. You know what I mean? 351 subscribers. Yeah, 649 subscribers to go. Yes, sir. Thank you. And to all my new subscribers out there, thank you so much for the love. And I'm just seeing every day I'm waking up and there's people jumping on board and showing that support. So I appreciate it, y'all. I really do. And when I get to that, it's gonna be a great day, man. We're gonna keep building. Y'all my day one. So yeah, and then shout out to the ladies and gentlemen in this chat. Absolutely insane is in the house. What's good? 1,000 on the way, yes, sir. I looked outside and saw it coming. So what's up? Thank you, brother. I really appreciate y'all. And networking. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely networking. It's all about that. It's all about that. Speaking of networking, I was down in Miami networking with one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm talking about the Fresh Prince CEO. Yo, man, that guy, man, he be working hard. He had me, he pulled up on me when I was at my spot. I was over at Baby Jane's. He pulled up on me. It was like, let's go, man, going to Vendome. So I went over there to holler at him, man, and oh boy. Yeah, Uncle Saint is too old, y'all. I am too old to be in the club like that, bro. Y'all don't even dance no more. You know what I mean? It's like that, who's that? Goody Mob? People don't dance no more. All they do is this. Dudes are holding up their watches and all this kind of stuff, man. And everybody got on the big chains, bro. But it's good to see, man. There's a lot of brothers and sisters out there getting it. And I'm just so good to see out there. And information that's just subscribed. Thank you so much. Insane 45 here. Thank you so much for the subscribing. So yeah, y'all, let's get into it. Let's definitely get into it. I had a good time in Miami. I always have a good time when I'm in Miami. Of all the places I lived, and I've moved around a bit, but Miami's hands down has always been my favorite spot. I moved there for the first time in 2009. I actually lived there for a few years. Long before that, I was going to visit. I was in Miami in the late 2000s. Well, I'm sorry, the late 90s, early 2000s, down in Miami. Whenever I would go places like Aruba or down to Colombia, if I'm going to, Bahamas or something like that, to the islands, I always would connect through Miami, and I would give myself that long layover. So I get like a day, maybe sometimes a day and a half, just kicking it in Miami. So I love that place. I've always loved it. I'm a big fan of the Latin culture. And you get a huge dose of it in Miami. So yeah, so it's one of those things where I mean, any excuse for me to go down to Dade County, I'm going. I'm going. So I went down, I was down there, I got down Friday, early, like late afternoon-ish. What time did I get there? 3 or 4 o'clock or something like that. Got all settled into the hotel, and normally I'm always in Brickell when I go. I'm not a fan of South Beach. I'm always in the Brickell area. Maybe Coconut Grove or Coral Gables. I might do that, but normally it's Brickell because I love it down there. I used to live down there, so I really dig it. So I'm down there, and I went. What was it? Friday I got in. I grabbed something to eat, kind of relax a little bit. Then I caught up with the Fresh and Fit fam. And I was in studio. Shout out to y'all. They always throw out the welcome app for a brother when I come down there and show me all kind of love. We were on the show, and then like some haters came in there hating, and we had to not we, but they had to pull the stream. They had to stop the show and pull it off of YouTube right away. It's up on the Patreon though, for the Patreon members out there. You can see it there. And then they were showing me what goes on with the hate. And the links that people go to trying to hate them, trying to get that platform removed. It's insane, bro. It's insane. If those people would put that same energy into themselves, they probably be rich, man. Getting their money up, getting their fitness up, getting their mindset up, and instead they wanna put it in the hate. That's kind of crazy, man. That's kind of crazy. Insane back 353 subs. Thank you, sir. Space Nugget Demon Slayer subbing with my 2 alt account. Oh man, thank you for the love, man. Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Lucifer Morning Star, that's what's up. I didn't learn how to do that. Let me get me some extra channel set up or whatever. That's cool. And Demon got me. That's my man out there. I'm showing that veteran love. You know what I mean? I see you out there, bro. You know what I mean? Can't wait for that 1 million. That 1 million party down there for Fresh and Fit fam. That's gonna be off the chain. They've already shared with me what they have planned for that. That is definitely something you don't want to miss. They're taking it serious, and anybody who knows, Fresh and Myron, They stumble at the 100,000 thing. That wasn't their fault, and they learned from those mistakes, and they're growing. So if you were at the 500,000, if the 500,000 party, y'all know what I'm talking about. Them boys came. They came big with it. They came big, and I remember we walked in. I was walking in with them, and I saw all our supporters outside the club that were getting stopped by security, because you know how they do it. They're gonna want to keep guys outside. They want to make you pay a ton of money, and it was fresh. Like, yo, man, put me on with the management. Sent me back outside with management to get all our people in. We all got in. Everybody was in the VIP. Shout out to you brothers. Were like, well, I didn't pay for VIP. Like, nah, you in here with us. So we was all at the tables, at 3 or 4 tables, and then Myron and Fresh was just, they don't even drink, and they were getting bottle after bottle after bottle. I mean, man, they spent a ton of money. So just to show you, man, they do love and they appreciate the support. So I mean, I'm looking forward to this million subscriber party, man. It's gonna be off the chain. You heard me. It's gonna be. They already said it, so I can go ahead and say it. I ain't letting out no secrets, but it's definitely, they're getting a mansion. It's gonna be something sweet. We're talking Miami. You feel me? So I'm looking forward to it. I be telling everybody. I be walking up to strangers trying to get them to subscribe. These watches, what's good, brother? Glad you can make it. Evening all, big up DL saying I really know the podcast. Yes, and these watches and I are gonna be collabing Sunday at 11. Is it 11 o'clock, bro? I know I got it written down. It's on my calendar, but I'm going to be there Sunday morning. I'm going to be a little sluggish because Uncle Saint will be out Saturday night. I got something I'm supposed to be doing some bad boy stuff, but I will make sure I'm there Sunday morning, bright-eyed, maybe not that bushy tail, but I'll be ready to go. So what's up to Nees? And go support Nees. Watch his channel, y'all. He's doing some great things, talking about timepieces, what's going on in that world. He does really good breakdowns. That's where I'm getting a ton of my knowledge. I'm like going on his page and I'm looking at what's going on, and I, asking him questions and stuff like that. And actually, I got a piece recently because of him. Thank you, brother. This that I really like. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really like it. It is a Oris Car Bashir 401, and it's limited, right? And it's only 2,000 that were ever made, and I got one. And I'm going to hold on to it because I really, really like it. So, again, Nees Watches, get over there and check him out. And Nees, if you're here, man, drop your link in there, bro, so people can click on it and come over there and show you some love. You know what I mean? We got Mike up in here, 355 subscribers. Yeah, 645 to go. Man, look at y'all. Y'all making a climb right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. And when y'all see me in the street, stop me. Let me know who you are. We'll go get you a coffee, or if we're in the bar, I'll definitely get you a drink or whatever it is. We going, you know what I mean? Just see, when you see me, stop me, let's talk, because I really do want to know. I'm always asking questions. So the title tonight, I got my buddy LJ hitting me up. The title tonight, dating, a game we're all forced to play, right? Game we're all forced to play. It's funny. I was talking to a buddy of mine who's in California, and he met someone doing like just out and about doing this thing. He met someone who's like really cool, and I made that statement to him. He was, we're talking. He's like, yo, I bumped into somebody. Yo, she's real cool. I'm like, yo, what's up? Looking, talking back and forth, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's cool. I hope it works out. You know what I mean? And I made the comment. I'm like, man, dating. It's like we're all forced to play the game, and he and I was just going back and forth. About that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that tonight. You know what I mean? And I want to, couple that with, I was just in Miami, and we're gonna talk about it tonight. But in my opinion, of all the big cities, Miami is the best when it comes to just approaching women, like cold approach, just walking up to women and saying hello, and they playing fair. That's how we say it where I'm from. Like, man, they playing fair. Women down there really playing fair. You know what I mean? And the level of beauty is crazy down there, depending on what you into. If you into, if you're into blondes who are real skinny with like all kind of crazy upgrades, you might not like Miami. But if you're into, anything other than that, I'm trying to be nice. I ain't trying to alienate nobody because, Uncle Saint, I'm down with whatever. But I do prefer the dark hair, the darker skin. You know what I mean? Yeah. I do love that. Now, I'm not crazy about the BBLs, but they're all down there too. I ain't hating. I'm not hating on upgrades. If you want to get upgrades, go ahead. But I'm more into folks who come with their, let's say, original equipment. I'm cool with that. But so many beautiful women in Miami. So yeah, like the dating game, it's like we're all forced to play it. You know what I mean? And Rollo Tomasi has a new book out. I haven't gotten it yet, but everyone um in the manosphere is pretty much talking about it. And one of the guys on there was talking about one of Rollo's rules. One of his cardinal rules is women break rules for alphas and they make rules for betas. And then people are like, oh man, so we're talking about alphas and betas again. We have to. There's no other way to distinguish. You got guys who are, that women want, and you got the guys that they necessarily don't want. For the men that women want, there are no rules. There are no rules. And for the others, there are all kind of rules. I mean, it just is what it is. So Rollo's really big on that, and he's been talking about that for a long time. And I thought about it. I'm like, man, he's right. He's absolutely right. And simply because you're a top tier dude, you know what I mean? Like you're a top 20 guy, top 20% guy, doesn't mean that you're immune to the choices of females, to the female imperative. Just because you're in the 20% don't mean you guaranteed to get this and that, right? If you're dealing with a woman and you're in the top 20% and she's giving you rules, she's giving you BS, she's giving you this, she's giving you that, you feel me? Like, she's making rules for you. You're not the alpha she wants. So remember that. It's just because guys be talking to me all the time like, oh, bro, you a natural, this and that. Doesn't mean I haven't felt it. Doesn't mean I haven't walked through some walked through some minefields and got my emotions all blown up. Doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? And Mike DL saying, the damn man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. I hope to see you soon. We got Whiskey Earn. What's up, man? Whiskey and I going to be collabing too here real soon. Real soon. And he says, hey, what up, DL? What's up to the chat as well? So we got Han up in the house too. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming through. Miami hoes bad for sure. But for dating, long term, we're not talking about long term. At least not yet. Long term that's a different animal. I'm just talking about in general. Before you can even get to the point where you won't even talk about long term. You know what I mean? Before you even get to that point, you got to do your vetting and all that kind of stuff. But like, for instance, when I'm in LA or if I'm in New York or if I'm in DC, the game, like just walking up and saying hi, you got to modify it a little bit based on where you are. You got to make some spot changes. And my personal experience, I do better in Miami than I have in any of these other big cities, right? And I'm talking about Vegas, right? I've been like to Dallas, to Houston, New Orleans, like these other big cities in the U.S., you know what I mean? Washington, San Francisco, San Diego, right? So when you go to some of these places, of course, New York, it takes a little bit more work just to establish the conversation is what I'm saying. And I've just noticed that in Miami, they playing fair. That's how we used to say it back in the day. Like, they playing fair. Even Atlanta, like growing up back in the day, like when Atlanta was like the 80s into the early 90s, mid 90s Atlanta, right? That would have been that era. That's when it was absolutely the easiest to get on. You go down there and just look at a shorty and she'll stop, come talk to you. You know what I mean? Everybody was friendly. It was a kind of different vibe. Now it's a little different. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a little different. So yeah, like long term, that'd probably be a different show, bro. Like I can't even speak on long term, to be honest with you, because I've never been there. I got my man Jay Swans. He's like, brother, rules. Come on, when Jay Swan shoots, he scores. He says that he shoots, he scores. Also scores with like the Gazukis of the world, bro. You scored. It went into the W column. It did. But you know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about, Demon. Like the damn video. Thank you, brother. Facts, that's what I'm saying. Miami, a great spot just to dive into the game. I believe so. And I'm gonna delve into that a little bit more. Whiskey Earned had to cut a chick off recently for introducing too much chaos into my life. As men, we just want peace. That's real talk. And you have to be willing to do that. You absolutely have to be willing to do that. So when we talking about the game and all that, it sucks that it has to be a game. You dig? It sucks. None of us, men or women, none of us want to play games. Even when I get accused of being a player, they're like, oh man, you a player, this, that, and the third. No, I'm just aware. And I understand the game is afoot, right? And I'm going to win. I'm going to do what I got to do to win, right? Like I said, in the military, I'm going to hold what I got here. I know what's going on. You're not going to bring me into your world and have me play on your field. You dealing with me, you playing on my field, you on my soil. It's a home game for me. I want that home field advantage. So no matter where I go, that's the mindset I have. It's a game. I wish we didn't have to look at it that way. I really do. And I wonder, back in the day, I'm talking about way back in the day, man. You know, we talking about different eras, different centuries. I mean, I guess it was a game. Nah, you know what? I don't think it was a game because things were arranged, right? Classes were established. You couldn't really mess with who you wanted to mess with via social status, via racist status. You know what I mean? Like in this like the racial hierarchy in this country, you know, it was, if you were Cuban and you were trying to date a black guy, that would be a problem, right? Nowadays, not so much. I mean, you know, people were getting hung for, if you were a black guy trying to date a white woman. Hell, if you just were accused of looking at a white woman the wrong way, back in the day, you would be, you know what I'm saying, you'd be swinging from a tree, be strange fruit. So nowadays, not so much. You know what I mean? It's kind of being encouraged. You know, you got what the drinker talks about on Critical Drinker. Shout out to him. If y'all haven't watched Critical Drinker, look him up on YouTube. The guy does really good reviews, great reviews, an amazing guy, Scottish dude, is amazing. I recommend him highly. But what the drinker says about the message, right? There's that social message that's being shoved down everybody's throat right now, coming out of Hollywood, you know what I mean, dealing with mainstream media and this, that, and the third. You got to be careful of the message. And yeah, we got Jay Swans clowning me. Hey, a W is a W. Even high value man F up. You didn't mess. Hey man, that wasn't even an F up, bro. You scored. Like I said, man, you told me that. Everybody can't swing and get home runs, man. At every at bat, sometimes you got to bunt. Sometimes you got to get hit with the ball, man. Sometimes you got to get hit. Take that base. You took that base, bro. And come on now, you saw all the walks I've had, bro. You seen it. We've been there. We was in them mean streets together, bro. We was in them trenches together over there in that special part of the world. But yeah, man, like the game is the game, bro. So don't get it twisted. When you're out here reading what you're reading, talking to whoever you talk to, looking at what you're looking at on media, understand one thing. It is the dating game. It is. So you better get trained up, right? And that goes back to what Myron Gaines said on Flagrant 2. Either you pimping or being pimped. We even said it when we were talking to Valor, and I was talking about just in general in the world itself. Either you pimping or you getting pimped. And I know what side I want to be on. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If you're gonna pimp me, you're gonna do it with my permission. You ain't gonna play me. I'm gonna go in eyes wide open, like, yeah, I'm letting this happen. You know what I mean? Jay Swans. I did, but the hoop was extra large. Sure was. There was no way you was gonna miss that one, bro. you was hitting Steph Curry distance with that, bro. No way you was gonna miss. So yeah, next bullet point. People in the West, men and women, don't like to take accountability. Yo, am I lying? People in the West, men and women, don't like to take accountability. Everybody's out there crying about the other side. Everybody pointing. Men are pointing at women. Women are pointing at men. Everybody pointing. Right? When people refuse to take accountability. Right? The situation I'm in because of me. The situation you're in because of you. And if you're one of those people who are like, well, I ain't in no situation at all. I'm a man. I go my own way. That's your situation too. That's your fault as well, right? Because the guys who want to go their own way, they're quitters. They don't even want to try. They don't want to get better, right? So I ain't got a lot of respect for those dudes. I mean, it's cool. That's what you choose to do. That's fine. You look at the numbers. You don't like the data, and you're like, well, I'm just not even gonna try. Okay, I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? But That's still your situation if you put in a little bit of effort. I mean, come on, bro. You can get something if you put in the work. But men and women in the West, especially, they don't want to put in the work, and they do not want to be accountable for the outcomes when they do put in a little work, when they do try, or when they let themselves get run over, or when they let themselves get pimped. You dig? So be accountable. Be accountable. You know what I mean? There's one thing, like, I'm accountable for my situation, right? I'm not a victim of it. I don't sit back and be like, well, it ain't my fault. Nah, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to deal with it, right? I'm definitely going to deal with it. But I ain't going to cry about it. Zero accountability. Yes, sir. Zero. So people got to step up. Because, I mean, I went down the red pill hole. Gosh, man, it must have been maybe about 18 months ago. About 18 months. A little bit after Fresh and Fit got started. I wasn't a day one guy, but I was there from 100,000 on. Like right before 100,000, I was rocking with them. Right. And I went all the usual suspects, man. I went to all the usual spots, bro. Roommates, Entrepreneurs in Cars, Better Bachelor, Rollo Tomassi Show, you know what I mean? Coach Greg Adams, Coach Red Pill, you name it, man. And it's another brother, I think he's in California, I forget his name, but I subscribe to him too. And there's some females out there too that are kind of RP aware. I was listening to them. Some of them are definitely Bravo Papa. They're definitely not Romeo Papa. What's her name? Apollonia, I think, or something like that, or Ponte or something, like her channel. There's a bunch of other channels. There's a lot of Bravo Papas out there trying to coach up dudes. And basically it's like women can do no wrong. Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. But the whole pedestalize, the whole get in touch with your feelings, all that kind of stuff, which, you know, Alpha Papa, yeah, we winning. Yeah, we can be winning. What's up, Jason? Man, thanks for coming out, brother. Another day one, you know what I'm saying? But I did a deep dive like everyone does. And it's like, well, why did you do it? Why did you do it? And I was like everybody else. I put on the Bravo Papa glasses, man, and I went into a situation, right? And I only hurt myself. I went in pedestalizing. I went in doing all that stuff, man, because like I said, we all grew up in the same part of the world. I believed in I believe in the Disney fairy tale, knight shining armor, all that as much as the next man. I do. I truly wish that everything would work out in the end and happily ever after and good guys finishing first. I wish, but we all know that's not the truth. And even with my history, I still allowed that to happen to me. Now I'm not going to sit here and say, well, there were circumstances and this and that happened and this is why I did that. Yo, I did it. It is what it is. Right? Do I harbor any resentment or anger? Am I mad at the woman that was involved? Absolutely not. In fact, I love her. I'm gonna keep it 100. I love her. You know what I mean? But if she come back around to me, it ain't gonna work out for her. I'm gonna get what I want, but it ain't gonna really work out for her. And then people are like, well, that's it right there. You mad at her? I'm like, nah, I'm not mad. Right? It is what it is. I have to look at the situation on the ground. But just keeping it 100, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, again, like if she would have doubled back, it's cool. I've been there before. And most people who maintain their frame, they know what I'm talking about. It comes back. Women will see you. They'll see you in your natural state or your new state or whatever it may be, and then they want to holler at you. Why? Because you true to yourself. That's why maintain your frame is all important. It's so important. And it's not going out there and nagging people, going out there and acting a certain way. You can't act, people. You can't act. You got to be that way. If you a guy out there and you're like, well, I've been beta my whole life and I'm buying all these courses and I'm learning all this stuff and I read The Rational Male and I've read Unplug Alpha and I'm doing all these things, which are great books. I'm not saying don't do it. I read Mastery and all the books. And now I got my notes, right? I got my playbook. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to do it by the numbers. You might be able to run a little bit of game. You might get the short-term thing. You're trying to smash. You probably get that. You probably get the Foxy Brown. You know, really good chance. But you're not going to get that repeat. You feel me? She ain't gonna keep, because eventually she's gonna realize who you are. Because eventually you're gonna slide back into that Bravo Papa world, and then instantly she's gonna realize who you are, and she's gonna step away. And it's not because you didn't master the rules of the game. It's simply because you aren't being who you are. You must maintain frame. You must. It is absolutely a must. You know what I mean? And a couple of things, my man. And I definitely keep a strong crew around you. It's my man Jay Swans, 100. Hey fellas, remember what Uncle Jay say? Lie like a rug. Get in and out. A wise man once said, if you're in there more than 45 seconds, you're wasting your time. Shout out to V. Yeah. That's good. And that's short-term game. He's absolutely right. Short-term, he's absolutely right. And he's like, what? You love her? What the? Hey, man, I'm keeping 100. I allow my feelings out. And that's what happens. You got to keep your feelings in check. Right? If you're not in the right mindset and you are allowing your feelings to lead you, man, it's going to hurt. And man, it's Pandora's box, bro. Once you open the box, you think you're getting it back in? Nah. You got to just understand what it is. Yeah, come on, bro. Think about the stuff that I did. Think about what it took for me to finally wake up, man. Think about that for a minute. Yeah, I was really into shorty. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Be the best version of yourself. Yes, sir. Absolutely want to be the best version of yourself, man. So accountability, man, I think that's key. Be who you truly are. Be the best version of yourself and be accountable for your actions, man. You gotta hold them W's and hold them L's. You see that on in the manosphere all the time. They talking to women and women don't want to hold the L. Look at Johnny Depp right now. She don't want to hold the L, and it's had to go to this level, right? It had to go to this level, which is insane. Hold the L, people. Men and women, if you out there, hold the L. Big Tim, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate it. What's good? Hold the L, people. Learn from your L's, right? I mentally run back stuff like with these episodes, right? Whenever I run a podcast, I immediately go down and I watch it, and I have my notes and I'm taking notes and I'm watching everything I'm doing, everything. Same thing with stand up. If I film my routine, I sit down and I watch it, right? And I look for the good and the bad. I've sat down with people watching replays of themselves on stage or doing whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I don't see anything wrong. I'm perfect." That person's never gonna grow. I sit there and look at them like, are you serious? Comedians on stage dropping jokes. Nobody's laughing. They blame the crowd. Ooh, that's a weird crowd. It's a weird crowd out there. Like, nah, man, that was a shitty joke. Ain't got nothing to do with the crowd, right? That was a bullshit premise. And you ain't even got a proper punchline. Horrible joke. And they run it night after night after night. They'll never get better. They just slug through it, and then every now and then they get just a happy crowd that'll laugh at anything. Ha, 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 ha. One of them crowds. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. His shoes are funny. And they're like, see, I told you that joke works. Like, man, those are zombies out there, bro. My man Q up in here. Q, what's up, brother? Bumped into Q in Brickell. I'm sitting at Friends. Shout out to Friends. It's a cool little bistro with some of the finest waitresses you ever gonna meet in your life, hailing from Venezuela, Colombia, Nicaragua. They all up in there. I be in there with my little Duolingo, like going in there practicing my little Spanish, going in there. Hola, como esta? That's me. You know what I'm saying? But yo, good looking out, Q. And that brother right there, air traffic controller, played D1 football in college, man. He's a pilot. You know what I mean? Speaks a bunch of languages, man. Shout out to you, Q. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to talk to Marinetti, man. I got some of my West Coast people. We're doing the Union show probably next week. I got my West Coast people on it, bro. I'll give you a heads up. Whiskey turn L's into lessons. Yes, sir. Lessons. That's the only way we learn. That's the only way you're gonna get better, man. And I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care if you're talking about dating. I don't care about you talking about your workforce. Like whatever job you do, talking about sports. You gotta run that back, man. If it's just mentally, run it back. You go up to talk to some chick, right? Some woman. You make an approach Run that back in your mind the way it really happened, man, and be honest with yourself. Like you tried to tell a stupid joke and it didn't work, or you tried to make a liberal joke. It turns out the lady's conservative or vice versa. Whatever it is, learn from it. Like, you know what? Let me remove this part of my game and then go out there and try it again. I mean, within minutes, go find another one. Go holler at somebody else. Modify that game. Go out there and try it and try again until you get it right. So, that's my thing, man. Jason, be the best red pill version of yourself. I mean, if that's what you want to be, call it what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, I look at that as being unplugged. Be the best unplugged version of yourself. Absolutely, man. Don't fall for the way things should be. Don't fall for that. Don't fall for the okie doke, right? Women out there, as women are like, don't question me. Take me as I am. My past doesn't matter. My this, my that doesn't matter. All that matters. All that matters. And your past doesn't matter to me so long as I ain't gotta see it. You dig? If I'm trying to be with you, you know what I mean? We got a good thing going, and somebody sends me a link, or you rocking out 15 dudes. Your status just changed. You in a different category now. I can't take that serious. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. It wasn't my fault. Someone told me this would be good for clout. Okay, whatever. That's fine. But you still did it. We ain't going no further than this. You know what I mean? So people are like, you saying she should lie? You heard what Jay Swan said. You know what I mean? And speaking of Jay Swans, run them down. Tell them you gonna bite them on the ass. The ladies love that shit. Okay, don't listen to Jay Swans. All right, just don't even listen to him. He ain't been in the game since the early 2000s, bro. He ain't been in the trenches, right? I think the last major engagement he has when we was down at Freaknik. And that's when Pac was still alive. So don't listen to Jay Swans. He might have hit a couple Aggie Fest without me or something like that. And maybe that did work for him. But if you run that game right there, fellas, you try that, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, man. You're gonna be holding up a number and everything like Pablo Escobar, bro. So don't listen to Jay Swans. Oh man, cool. Oh, AK's in the house. What's good, love? I'm so glad you in here. Thanks for being here. I ain't gonna use your real name because people they gonna forget where you at. Come down there and simp on you. Then Q will have to do something to him, and then I'll feel bad about the whole situation. You know what I mean? Whiskey Earn. Yo, you take any videos in Miami? I did, but nothing I can post. Hey. And I'm old school, bro. I'm forcing myself to take more pictures and more videos because this is an era, and I'm a podcaster now. But it's really hard for me to do. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's just I'm like Tratch from Naughty by Nature, man. I do my dirt all by my lonely, and I do not like having evidence, especially my own evidence. Because I'm working on it. But yes, I did, but I can't show them on here, bro. And we got Jay Swans here. Like, brother paratrooper don't take. Oh, was that L? Brother paratrooper don't take. Sometimes you just gotta squat and hold. Big girls need love too. Yes, they do. Absolutely, they do. I ain't mad at them big girls, man. There's so many of them now, especially in the West. There's 7 out of 10 Americans are either overweight or obese. 7 out of 10, and most of those are women. So yeah, if you're in the West, hey man, you just trying to get one off. You need to say, hey, they don't call them slump busters for nothing. And if we have any ladies in here, do y'all do slump busters? No, women don't have to. They all go after the 20%. But ladies, what do y'all call a dude that you just showed up at the right time? And it's not, it's like a chubby dude or whatever. He just had the right, you know what I mean? He had the right verbal combination, and he got up in there. He got that Foxy Brown. Y'all call it a slump buster? What do y'all call it? Can't be a slump buster because women ain't never in a slump. Ever. Ever. Average 18-year-old woman in America has had at least 5 bodies. Average 18-year-old dude is like 0. 0. So think about that, y'all. Them numbers out there. Candace M, what's good? Superstar mod over there, fresh and fit fam. Candace, yo, we got you. Million part, the million K sub, you and your husband, we got y'all. You know what I mean? So just remember that. We got that. Even Whiskey said he's on board. So we got y'all. Y'all gotta be there. You and your husband definitely gotta be there. We can share war stories too. Your husband and I, since he's a vet as well. Big Mike liked the video. Thanks. YouTube chill. Am I saying the wrong thing? Let me know, Mike, if I'm saying something wrong. Tell me what that is and I'll stop saying it. They call it charity. Whiskey earns. Pictures, Jay Swans, pictures, video, two alphas or segment men move in the shadows, no evidence. That's real talk right there. When I'm taking videos and pictures now, I'm doing it with Instagram in mind. I'm doing it with the podcast in mind to help promote. But when it's time for me to actually go out and do my dirt, when it's time for me to do bad boy stuff, nah, bro, I'll put that camera away. I ain't trying to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, Mike, women are always effing with someone. Yeah, I mean, but men are too. Like I said, let's keep it 100, man. We all got to be accountable for our actions, even if your action is inaction, right? Even if your action is allowing somebody to run you over, like if you ignore the red flags, right? I've been there. I've done that. We got to own that too. Like if you ignore the red flags, right? People always ask me like, bro, how can you tell if you really alpha or whatever? How can you tell if you top tier? How can you tell if you a high value man? I don't know how you can tell, but I'll tell you this. If you've never, ever in your life turned down a dime, I mean, straight up, just she trying to get on, she want to give you a little something, but you're like, you know what? I ain't dealing with you, right? To me, that's the real deal. When you telling a baddie, like, nah, man, I'm good, right? When you can have a baddie hinting around talking about, I want to do this, I want to go back to your spot. Nah, I'm good. I don't want what you got, baby. Good luck to you, though. To me, that's top tier. That's top tier. Because there's mad dudes out here thirsty, y'all. Mad dudes. And y'all, and that the whole simping and all that kind of stuff, man, y'all making it tough on us, man. There's mad dudes out here they'll take anything. And I put that on them. Jay Swans, that was a L. Paratroopers don't take L's. Thank you. Yeah, type better. I know you got CTE and all that, man. You know what I mean? If you can't type, man, get your little crayon thing out, man, and get your stylus and write in crayon or something. Making it hard for me, bro. You know I got Cincinnati public school education. Hard enough for me to read these words. Man, yeah. Jason Johnson, Jay Swans might be into something. It might be on to something. They do like their booties bit. Listen, see, Jay Swans, man, we're going to have to get our money up so we can get Jason up out of jail, man. He going to need money for his books. This dude getting locked up. He going to run up and bite the wrong booty, and it's going to be on you, player. Don't worry, man. We'll start your little GoFundMe and get you up out of there. For Jay Johnson. Yo, my Uncle Saint, you Gucci, no worries. I just care. I don't want you to lose your channel. I don't want to lose it either, man. I appreciate that, brother. So just tell me. If you hear me say something that I'm not supposed to be saying, type it in here. And I'll say it, but I'm so new right now. I don't think we have a problem. I think it really comes into play when you get monetized. So once we hit those benchmarks, I'll really be paying attention, and have me a little sheet of words that I shouldn't be saying. Because once we get it going, we certainly don't want to lose it. Whiskey earned. We have slump busters. When women bang a dude they don't normally F with, they call it charity. There it is right there. It's charity. Word. Now I get it. Because they get a dude, they call it charity or they call the police. He said he was a doctor. He said he was an attorney. I want him locked up, which I understand is law or is going to be law in the UK. In other words, if you walk up and do what Jay Swan says, lie, I'm an astronaut, I'm whatever, I'm a doctor, whatever. Well, apparently, if you lie to a woman in that part of the world and she agrees to give you the Foxy Brown, and then she finds out later that you are not who you said you are, that's a criminal complaint, that they could take that to law enforcement and law enforcement will act on it. I'm definitely going to look into that. I'm trying to link up with some people in London, in the UK, to see what's up. I'm pretty sure Ireland, it might be a little different, but definitely in England, I want to see what's up with that. That's crazy, but we can't, you wake up the next morning with a woman you thought was Cinderella and she wakes up, she's like Mum Ra to Ever Living the next morning because all her makeup done got washed off or something, and we can't call the police on that. That ain't fair. Ain't got, but good thing we know over here that the world ain't fair. Jay Swan's brother, if she walks and taps you on the shoulder, turns around and catches you on a downstroke, remember, tell her it wasn't me. Tell her don't bleed your eyes because they lying to her. I'll try that, man, from handcuffs. G Complex 217 was good. Hey, shout out DL saying thank you. Shout out to you for coming through. Thank you so much for the love. Yeah, damn, I was Gazuki Slump Buster. Yeah, you were her. Yeah, you were her charity. You were her charity, bro. I'm just trying to keep up with the chats, and I'm gonna finish up with my bullet points. Thank y'all so much for coming in here, though. And this is my Monday back. I spent half the day woozy because Uncle Saint was up till 4:30 and 5 in the morning down there. Then I drive down. I live in Tampa, and I like to drive down to Miami because sometimes when I'm down there, I'll hit the range and I'll bring some of my toys with me. Matter of fact, next time I go down there, I'm trying to get Fresh to come join us on the range, show him how to properly, fire an AK, fire an AR and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we will film that, y'all. It'll be on his platform. It'll be on mine. So yeah, I had to drive back. So which I can do it because I'm airborne. I can do anything. But boy, oh boy, I'm still tired. Jason, my crew calls slump busters grenades. Sometimes you got to throw the whole body on it. Yes, you do. It's the only way to stop it. Just boom, take that grenade. And shout out to Sam Tripoli, one of my favorite comics that I met in L.A. I'm not sure where Sam is now, but he would call the guy who went after the big girl. He would call that guy the monster. He called that girl the goalie, and he said you got to have a monster to take on the goalie. And I'm not going to say the bit. That's a great bit, but I'm trying to get Sam on the platform. And if he is, maybe I can get him to say it because he used to run that bit years and years ago. But it is one of the funniest stand-up routines I've ever heard. Like, bro, I've seen him run that bit and there were women crying. They couldn't stop crying listening to this bit because it is that good. Shout out to you, Sam Tripoli, wherever you at, bro. Like I said, I'll be in touch. We're talking. We're trying to work out the dates. He's a busy man. Demon Guy McDorkhead might know something about that stuff. Word. Let's get Dorkhead in here and find out. You know what I mean? G Complex, I'll be in Miami later this month. Cool. Let me know when. I'm gonna be in Dallas on the 27th. That's for the Fresh and Fit hookup. I'm gonna be out there. So, and then that CME conference is the following weekend. I might slide into Miami that weekend just for CME. So, yo, G, let me know if you're gonna be down there, bro. Jay Swans, what range you gonna hit on a 500 Mac? There's one in Kendall down there, bro. They let you bring in anything, man. I can even bring in that. I can bring that Savage in. I can bring the AKs, the AR. You can fire anything. I'm not quite sure about like the Lapuas, like the 50 cal. I'm not sure, but I asked them. They said there was no restriction on caliber. It's an indoor range, huge. It's nice. It's nice, man. And I forget the name of it. I'll have it next time for the show so I can shout them out because I'm definitely gonna be back down there. So next bullet point. We're talking about ignore accountability now. Another thing in the West, especially, no one wants to do the work when it comes to relationships, man. No one wants to do the work. They want to sit back and think it's just good. It's my soulmate. It's kismet. It's just it's the I'm a Taurus and he's a Leo or whatever, right? No one wants to do the work, right? Jay Swans will tell you this 100%. Right, this coming from a man who's been married, who's been in a relationship for well over 20, 25 plus years. Any successful relationship takes work, especially in marriage, especially a long-term relationship. It is every day, give and take, compromise. Like that love, the googly eye stuff, man, that wears off. That wears off, but the hard work stays. The respect, the admiration stays. Like my man Jay Swans and his wife, I sit back and I watch them. I've been fortunate enough to watch them for the past 25 plus years. I've been there. I've seen the good. I've seen the bad. And guess what? They work hard at it. Hard. They really should. They should write a book. It ain't easy. Anything worth having takes work. It ain't easy. That goes for womanizing. That goes for keeping your fitness up, eating right. You know how hard it is to stay away from sugary drinks? I do. I can't do it. I love Pepsi too much. I love red Kool-Aid too much. extra sweet. You dig? But you gotta force yourself to do it. I don't let my body get out of control. I'm not obese, right? I love fried chicken as much as the next man, but I can't eat it every day. It takes work. Getting your money right takes work. Keeping your money right takes work, right? So relationships takes work. Learning how to deal with the dating game for man or woman, for male or females, takes work. Most of the guys in the RP space, they're doing the work. They're reading the books. They're talking to folks, right? You got guys, people like me who are on both sides. I want to hear what's being told on the Bravo Papa side. I know what's being said on the Romeo Papa side. Take what I need from it, figure out how this is going on, and then move forward, push through. People are like, man, you always sound like it's like a war, it's military. Yeah, because they say all's fair in love and war, y'all. All's fair, right? So, and I didn't make that up. That's not a brand new saying. That's been going around for ages. All's fair in love and war. Think about that, right? And the other side, they're trying to continuously stack the deck. They want to make it harder and harder for people to be unplugged, for people to be aware of what's going on and make the proper adjustments. Mike, what's good? When you get super chats, will we need mod? All y'all are mods, bro. I've been trying to make y'all mods. So soon as I get, yes, absolutely. I got a list. I got everybody's name on the list. All y'all are mods, bro. Every last one of y'all. And hopefully we can grow this thing. Because here's the thing about Fresh and Fit. They ain't lying when they say they keep the ladder down. They want to pull as many people up as they can. They are not lying. I'm proof of that. Every show, man, whenever they're always telling people, we got all these people, they're always shouting me out, man. They ask me anything we could do for you. What do you need? I ask questions about equipment. They give me answers, right? That's the only way to be, man. So yes, absolutely. All y'all gonna be mods. As soon as it lets me, I keep clicking and trying to make it happen. So I haven't hit that point yet, but as soon as I can, y'all get wrenches. Every last one of y'all. And I'll be so happy. Thank you. Shit, I run things in my house. See, that's Jay Swan's talking crazy. I'm gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna send it to his wife, and we'll see how it all changes in 15 minutes. I'll be like, girl, look what your husband in here saying about you. I run things whenever Nail lets me. That's what I'm talking about right there. He's like, I'm in charge as soon as my wife says I'm in charge. And you know what? We're making light of that. But their relationship, I'm so proud of their relationship. They've raised, right, two strong, solid young men. Right? They've dealt with adversity within the home and outside the home, within family and outside of family. And they always come through. They always come through. Team Swanson they'll be having gear. She got merch for their family. Y'all, I'm not even lying. Matter of fact, next time Jay Swans is on here, we're going to be on here this week talking about what China is doing in the world. Jay Swans brought this to my attention. I want to have it, if not tomorrow, well, some days, at some point this week, we're going to have this conversation. We just got to work out our schedules. But I'm going to ask him to wear his Swanson gear because they got Team Swanson gear. And it's just amazing. I get to see them when things are great, which is most of the time. I get to see them when things are not so great, and I can't ever tell the difference. They got to tell me. I'll be like, what? I can't tell the difference. And it's because of Naya and Jay Swan's philosophy and how they push through the rough patches, and they do push through together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, brother, because it takes a lot of work. People don't understand that. Ain't no such thing as an IKEA relationship, man. It don't just come ready-made. You got to build it and you got to maintain it. And that's the key. Maintain it. People don't know how to do that. And it's the same thing with womanizing. You got to build yourself up and you got to maintain it. You got to maintain it. You can't be running out here talking about, like just the RP thing, the Romeo Papa thing. You can't put it on like a cloak, like a Harry Potter magical cloak. And then you just look like an alpha dude or whatever, like you know what you're doing, and then take it off. It's like, hey, it's me. It don't work that way, people. You got to be that every day, all day. You got to live that, right? And that's part of training. Tie back to our military. Why is our military so effective? Because of the training. the training, all the way, not just us on the equipment, not just, like our support and all that, but the mindset. The mindset of a paratrooper is way different than the mindset of some guy who's a dental hygienist, right? The mindset of a Green Beret is way different than the mindset of a guy who's in some straight leg unit who's a cook. Way different. But you got to train that. And all those people, the dental hygienist, the cook, the mechanic, all these, they all share one thing, like the cadence and stuff like that, the lingo. It's all part of that. It's all part of that. They all went through training. They all get it. Now they go off into their own world and do whatever, right? They're not super hood, but they're hood enough. If things get bad, they go out there and do what they got to do. But they live it every day. You got to live it. If you're a guy out there who struggle with women, and that's pretty much your biggest thing, like I ain't got no game, and you out here working on that game, it's not a temporary fix. It's permanent. It's permanent. Doesn't mean you got to be an asshole about it. It doesn't mean you got to go out there and belittle people and all that. No. It don't mean any of that. It just means you have to believe in yourself. Once you level up like that, once you train yourself up, you got to believe in yourself, bro. And it's like, I was watching Man on Fire, Denzel Washington movie, him and Dakota something. What's the name of that little girl? Dakota Fanning, I think her name is. Man on Fire. I think that movie came out in 2002, I think, 2004. And Denzel plays a bodyguard with a past, and he's helping this family out. But anyway, there's a scene in there. Where Denzel's character says there's only two type of people in the world. You're trained and untrained. Which are you? I'm trained. Jay Swans is trained, right? Romeo Papa Cats, they're trained. Women, all women are trained. They know what time it is. Trained or untrained, which one are you? Yeah, and then Big Mike, what's up? Relationships are the toughest thing ever. They can be. Can be. Absolutely. 100% could be the toughest thing you've ever dealt with. And not just romantic relationships, business relationships are. The relationship between me and my daughter is tough. It takes work. I have to constantly stay on top of it. Constantly. I want to be the best father I can be. That means there's things I have to know. There's things that I have to do. Right. And I have to constantly be thinking about it. I don't want to just scream at my daughter because she left the dishes in the sink. At least let me give her some opportunities to learn that she ain't supposed to do that. And then if she keeps doing it, then I can scream at her. But you can't start out screaming. It's constant. So just keep that in mind, y'all. G Complex. Modernization is also key. Yeah, absolutely. Whiskey Earn. Yeah, Dakota Fanning. That's a great movie. Yeah, I just watched it last night. That is one of the best movies. Denzel's a beast. He's a beast. That's my man. You know what I mean? I just can't. For him not to be even more famous, right? It just blows my mind. But Denzel's class of his own. Him and Don Cheadle, they did a movie called Devil in the Blue Dress. I think that was in the late 90s, early 2000s. Devil in the Blue Dress. It's a period piece. Takes place in L.A. Denzel plays a detective. If y'all haven't seen that movie, in my opinion, probably the best performance I've ever seen out of Don Cheadle. He plays Denzel's cousin from the South. Oh my God, this character. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch that movie tonight when I get done here. That's how good that movie is. Devil in the Blue Dress. Check that out, y'all. Michael, progress, perfection. Perfection is hard to get. You'll never reach perfection, but if you keep trying, you will be a beast, right? Trained and untrained. Which one are you if you're reaching for that? Hey, my man, we got showing love in the chat. I see that. Jay Swans. The key, respect, compromise, and keep the drama between us. Stay in your relationship bubble, and I make moves in silence. Don't let anyone from the outside in your business. Yo, Jay Swan says this all the time when I ask him, yo, how have y'all managed to get this far? And he was like, we keep it, like he just said, man, we keep it between us, right? He doesn't go running to just random folks or whatever, people in his extended circle, talking about what he should do. And likewise, his wife, Naya, she does the same thing. She doesn't go run. People don't know what's going on, right? I am I am honored that I am one of the very few people that actually know. I'm one of the very few people, talking about I can count them on my hands, how many people that they let in to that inner sanctum. I'm one of the very few people that they will call, either one of them, sometimes both of them, one in each ear, will call and tell me what's going on and ask. And it's only happened twice. And I've known Jay Swan since 1991. It's only happened twice, right? So you can't be bringing in people, and that's why you got problems with these women who be out there like running the streets and doing this, that, and the third. And if you got a married woman who's running with them, that's why it's going to be a problem, because they going to them asking them for advice. Women who ain't never had a woman, women who can't hold down a man, these women who never had a man. I'm sorry, and some of them, they ain't the women too. But anyway, they'll advise their friend who's in a committed relationship and has been with the only man they've ever been with, or maybe one of 3 men they've ever been with, and they're like, "Girl, leave him, girl. You can do better." Right? The hypergamy starts to come out. And some women, they do it. They walk away from their husband just because they didn't want to work on it. And it all boils down to them going out asking the wrong people for advice. So like Jay Swan said, man, you keep it in house. Keep it in house. Folks outside your bubble will bring you down. Yes, even family. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Folks outside your bubble will bring you down, right? And that bubble should only be so big. What did Andrew Tate say, man? You're like, you are the sum of the top 5 people you spend your time with, right? I ain't really got 5. I'm being 100 with you. I really don't have 5. I'm picky who I have in my circle. If you in my circle, you done did some work with me. You in my circle, man, you know what it is. I know I can trust on you. You know what I'm saying? You proven. Right? Like I rock with Fresh and Fit. I rock with Myron. I'll do anything for those cats, but my inner circle, we ain't known each other long enough to be inner like that. I got their best interests at heart, but we ain't been, you know what I'm saying? Your inner circle, them should be the ones you done did dirt with. Them should be the ones that truly know where the bodies are buried. They know where the bodies are buried because they buried them there. You dig? So keep that in mind, y'all. That's a dime right there. That's what y'all call them, gems. Candace M. I think people have forgotten how to date, communicate. Too many apps and keyboards separating people. Yeah, people don't know how to go up and talk to each other. Jay Swan says this all the time. Just go say hi. It ain't that easy no more. It just ain't. You know what I mean? Tia Kiki, what's up, Tia? Thank you for the love. More Fresh and Fit fam over here. Thank you so much for the love, for the algo. Thank you. Whiskey Earn. Oh, it's everybody just saying hi to everybody. You know what I mean? He's like, Jay Swan's like, brother, you've known me since I was 17. Yeah. And I was 19. 19 years old, you 17 years old. I just got home from a war. 19. Already a combat veteran. He's 17 and a paratrooper, jumping out of airplanes for fun. Hood. You know what I mean? Next bullet point, because I'm going on longer than I anticipated. I thought I was only going to be on here for about 45 minutes, but I'm having so much fun. Shout out to Uncle Saint. Shout out to you, Big Mike. I appreciate that, brother. You know what I mean? You old enough to drink? Because if you are, we're going to get us some drinks, bro. We're going to get together at one of these. And then, yeah, I got my Stream Deck, y'all. Got my Stream Deck. So Don DeMarco, Marco, it's coming. It's coming. And I got some other sounds I'm going to run. You're going to hear a whole bunch of military stuff in there. Definitely gonna get that sound bite from Full Metal Jacket with old boy shooting out of the H3, just shooting at people. How do you shoot women and children? Easy. You don't lead them as much. Gotta love that. That's just a military humor, y'all. Vincent, what's good? And I saw you Friday in the Collins show. What's up? Hey, yeah, it was fun, man. That show's on Patreon, man, because we had haters in there. We had to pull it off the stream. Man, but it was great. We got Colonel Sanders in the house. What's good, brother? I'm here this weekend, man. What's up? Holla at your boy, man. My people out of town. I'm free. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Let's go down to M-Bird and get some, you know what I mean? Get some drinks, look at some scenery. And yeah, Mike said, hell yeah, you can drink. That's what's up, bro. And let's make it happen. We're going to figure this out. And hell yeah, I got the soundboard coming, y'all. It's going to go down. 27. Absolutely. Yo, Mike, we're gonna make this happen, man. All y'all in here who rocking with me, man. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm gonna see y'all, man. I want to sit down and have a drink. I actually have to meet you face to face and see you eye to eye. All y'all, that's just how I am. I wanna see you. I want to know like we down like that. That's how I got to know Fresh and Fit, yo. I went down there. I'm like, I gotta meet these guys before I commit to their platform the way I wanted to commit to their platform. And I did. Went down there, shook their hands. We had real conversations. We talked about some stuff right off rip that it was uncomfortable. But they were men about theirs, men about looked me in my eye, shook my hand, and told me not what I wanted to hear. They told me how they felt for sure. They told me the truth, not even how they felt. They told me their facts. This is how we get down. This is why we do this. And I had to respect that, bro. That's why I be getting so mad when these people be saying all these things about Fresh and Myron, Chris, Big Mo. They ain't never met them. They don't even know him. And just like they were talking about your boy on the show today, was it Steve? Steve eats anything or does anything or whatever. I just, first time I ever heard the guy. They said the same thing, like, we know you. So it's a different kind of thing, and I want y'all to know me. So we're going to make something happen. Candace, great movie. I think you're talking about Devil in a Blue Dress. And Man on Fire was the other movie. They both were great, but Devil in the Blue Dress, y'all got to go see that. Naya got her car. Congratulations, little sister. You know what I mean? Got your European. Naya be rolling some vehicles, bro. She loves vehicles more than I do. So yeah, when Naya decides she wants to get a car, I'll be like, ooh, makes my wallet hurt. But it's all right, because they bring it, they doing okay. They doing okay. They can afford whatever they go get. Congratulations, though, Naya. Yeah, we pulling up. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make that happen. DL drinks Eric and Jerk, huh? DL drinks. DL drinks Irk and Jerk. He's talking about E and J. I used to. He's talking about that Irking and Jerking. I used to back in the day when I was young and dumb and didn't know any better. We used to get B&B, Irk. We used Boone's Farm. We used to get everything we weren't supposed to drink, bro. Everything. But yeah, that's what young dumb paratroopers do. RDT 7781 was good. Welcome. Dion said I'm here from Fresh and Fit, but come back because you real, brother. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, bro. Keep rocking with me, man. We just getting started. So let me get to the bottom. A couple more to read, and I get to the bottom. Bullet points I got here. Whiskey Earn, yeah, he's laughing at that E and J boy, Irking and Jerking, man. That hurt a lot, bro. But I used to drink, like I said, Boone's Farm. I used to drink Wild Irish Rose. Yo, for you young people out there, go ask your drunk ass uncle about Wild Irish Rose. That shit, you want to talk about stuff should be illegal? That should be illegal, bro. We should take all of the Wild Irish Rose we have in this country, send it to Ukraine. All they got to do is put rags in it, and they're ready. They're Molotov cocktails, bro. That's how much alcohol is in there, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, man. Yeah, Uncle say you're a real one. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Wild Irish, bro. We should drink malt duck. Cisco when it came in a long neck bottle. See, y'all need to go talk to y'all uncles and aunties. You know what I mean? Because boy, oh boy, that stuff was not for human consumption, and we consumed it. And then, Jay Swans, remember the Jammy Jams? Hey, man, hey, these people ain't all clear. That's classified information there, Airborne. It's classified. Everybody in this chat ain't clear now. Tighten it up, Airborne. Hell yeah, I remember the Jammy Jams. G Complex DL saying that Blue Label now. Yes, I do, man. I'm a cognac guy. If I got some whiskey, yeah, it's Blue Label. I'm top shelf all the way. I'm bougie. I'm proud of it. I get mad now if I gotta stay in a 4-star hotel, I turn my nose up a little bit. Like, what do you mean you ain't got 24-hour room service? What kind of establishment are y'all running here, sir? I gotta have the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the W, man. I'm at the St. Regis, man. I'm over at Mandarin Oriental, Satai. I'm at all them type joints, bro. I'm sorry. I'm bougie. Proud of it. Didn't think I'd get here. You know what I mean? Started from the bottom, now we here, for real. Yeah, Buffoon Farm, Mad Dog 2020. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We was doing all that, bro. We was doing all that. We didn't make no sense. We would get drunk off of stuff that didn't even have labels on it. We was drinking that called it stump hole. We was drinking moonshine, y'all, white lightning. Getting up in the morning doing running PT. Go run 5 miles, throw it all up on a PT track. That's what we did. Never broke formation, brother. I feel better now. Let's do another 5 miles. Yeah, as you drink Paul Mason. I don't even know what that is, Demon. You was drinking something, you know what I mean? Nail, what's good? What's good, little sis? I'm so glad you in here. I'm being good too. I'm keeping it together. P's and Q's intact. But y'all, that's my little sis Nail, right? That's the other half. Jay Swans and Nail, like the two. I mean, whatever they have managed to do, if we could box that up and sell it, I'm telling you, y'all, I'm so proud of them. Every time I see them, every time I come by the house, every time we talk, you know what I mean? It's just nothing but love. I'm so proud of them because they've done it. I know how hard it's been. And I watched them grow, man, from the beginning. They had nothing. Correct me if I'm wrong. They had nothing. You hear me? And there's a perfect example of how people talk about all these women are this and that. All women are hypergamous. All women are 3 or 4. No, they are not. No, they are not. Now we go back and forth, the three of us, and I'm like, the number is high. I don't know what the number is, but today these young girls are out here getting it. I'm here to tell you, they getting it. You know what I mean? They don't care. They proud of it. The number has gone up, but that's just to show you that not all of us are one way or the other. Not all men are dogs. Not all women are 3 or 4s, and it just takes work. It just takes work, and I got to sit back and watch them do it. Yeah, got that naughty head. Yeah, a lot of that. And like Mike Goodfuse, hey, thanks, brother. Thanks, Jay Swan's brother. I drink free, or you're buying. Yeah, he keeps saying that, but his bar is better stocked than mine. All right, like I said, they got a swimming pool in the middle of their house. So yeah, I don't be bringing. All I do is I bring up water. That's what I bring. I just hit with a cognac at, boy. I just go over there and help myself. I know where the key at to get to the good stuff. Whiskey Earns, I feel you, DL. You can't do 4-star. I can't do 4-star hotels anymore. I'll be in Cancun at the Ritz-Carlton in a couple of months. Absolutely. Hey, man, that Ritz-Carlton is off the chain. Not a big fan of Mexico, but Cancun is popping. Don't leave a reservation. Them boys be acting up. But, yo, hey, yeah. That's it. Team Swanson for life, little sis. I see y'all. So, and then, this ties into the next bullet point. When it comes to relationships, when it comes to what we just talked about, we spent a good 15, 20 minutes talking about how hard it is, the amount of work it takes to keep and maintain a solid relationship, right? And again, it's not perfection, but you're always striving for perfection. But here's the thing. People, men and women, make it too hard. We make it too hard. Right, because now these days, especially when I went down that rabbit hole, man, on my my Romeo Papa travels, right? It's you see the issues, female issues, male issues, communication, 304, you know what I mean? He cheats and I want to cheat, all this stuff. People make it too hard, way too hard. Just keeping it 100. People refuse to make concessions. It's like you're going to sit at the negotiating tables like, you're going to give me what I want. If the other person's like, no, you're going to give me what I want. Y'all going to be there forever. And then there are people who will say, well, it's the female's fault that it's like this, and it's the men's fault that it's like this. What came first, the chicken or the egg? It doesn't matter. Does not matter. Right? People are refusing to adjust and make things work. Point blank, period. They just refuse to adjust. So I see both sides. You know what I mean? Yeah, women are hypergamous. So, right? They gonna want the best. My cousin Marvin always say this to me too. He's like, bro, you always want the best. He's like, I can't sit here and tell you that, this is the type of woman you got to mess with for the rest of your life. You got to mess with 7s. You can't mess with nothing above or nothing below a 7. Yeah, you understand for that. Like, you're right. So it's like, how people going to get me mad at women because they want the best guy they can get? Like, I had no argument for him. I had no argument. What does Andrew Tate say? And everyone in the manosphere says this. If a woman's into you, she don't even see other men. They don't even register to her. If you are the best man that she knows she can get, she wants you. You are the best man you can be, right? You are the best version of yourself. She is happy with you. She don't see no other dudes, bro. She don't. The thought of being with another man would disgust her. Andrew Tate says that. He said that on the Fresh and Fit program podcast when he was talking about the most beautiful thing he's ever seen is two people that are truly in love. Right? And like I said, I study that guy's words. Like, yeah, he'll say a whole bunch of stuff. But when he says stuff like that, that's profound. I think about it, and I'm like, yeah, he's right. Like, there's the most beautiful thing. I've seen a lot of stuff in my travels. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen is watching my friend Jay Swans and his wife, Naya, sitting there, holding hands, right? Just content, happy to be in each other's presence. Like when one of them has to go somewhere and the other one has to go somewhere else, like one has to stay and one has to go, they are not happy until the other one comes back. You can tell they just kind of walk around kind of not quite right. You know what I mean? And then when the other one comes back, when their husband and wife comes back, they're whole, bro. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's rare these days. It's rare. Jay Swans. Yeah, cats be overthinking relationships. Women too. And shout out to Chuck Smith. Who is Chuck Smith, man? If your lady is a queen, spoil her before someone else does. Here's the thing. Your woman, your queen, you're her king. She ain't looking at nobody else. If she truly loves, honor, and respects you, you are what she is. You know how women loves to feel before real. If she feels you are the man for her, she ain't seeing nobody else. Feels before real. Shout out to Rollo Tomasi, man. That's real talk. You know what I mean? Big Mike, what's up, deal? We gotta chat it up on. Yeah, we will. We absolutely we will. We will. And I think they probably started the late night show. I was trying to get this done in an hour. I've already went over a little bit. Yeah, they're probably, because I want to jump on and see what they got going on. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't, some of the late night shows, y'all, I just can't watch live. I'll make some chats, make a comment or two, and I go to bed, and then I'll, try to watch it the next day and next come fast forward through. It's just tough. It's tough. And I know that the women that come through there, like, it is what it is. They sign up. Chris does a good job of booking it and trying to keep it to where they all don't flake at the same time or whatever. It's tough. But boy, oh boy, man, some of the women that come on there, bro, like, they got to know we ain't going to talk about it. Ain't going to talk about it. But next bullet point, top 20% men are killing the game thanks to women, right? Because women want the best they can get. They all tend to be going for the top 20%. And those guys know it. They are killing the game. Killing it. Yeah, why don't you just say Schmitty? Yeah, I know who that is. Schmitty. One of the coolest cats I ever served with. I wonder how Schmitty's doing, man. The top 20 are killing the game. Right, and Colonel Sanders like, I can't stay up that late and listen to that much nonsense. Yeah, it's not the platform's fault that these are the women who are stepping forward. You know what I mean? They looking for their clout. They had a girl on there. I guess she was a dancer somewhere in Miami. I think she might have been white or Latina. I can't remember. She spoke a lot of Spanish, and they did the role playing game. They told her like, oh, she's like, it's easy for men to get women. And they let her be the guy. And boy, oh boy, she failed spectacularly, man. I mean, you talk about crash, burn, blew up in the flames. I mean, God, little dogs running, coming up and taking the whiz on them. I couldn't get through it. I'm sitting there shaking my head like, how is it that Myron is even getting through this? Yeah. And I think there might have been a castle or something towards the end. I don't remember. I couldn't get through it. But boy, she was annoying. Anyway, but I support, just like y'all support me, I support them and everyone else. I like Knees Watches, you know what I mean? Whiskey Earn, Better Gents podcast, you know what I mean? Definitely supporting over there, going there, Matter of fact, y'all go over there and check out what he has going on as well. You know what I mean? We're gonna all bring each other up together. Suzette Speaks, you know what I mean? Like, check her out. Because I really like her conversations. And she's curious about the Romeo Papa side of the world. She's asking questions. So, I mean, and she's open-minded. So that was just pretty cool. But yeah, the top 20% of dudes, they're killing it. The bottom 80%, well, those guys, they're getting tired of the game. Some are moving up into the top 20. And once you get into that, once you breach that top 20, you're killing it. Some are moving up in the bottom 80, and then the others are just not playing. That's where you got that whole men going their own way movement and all that. Guys just sitting down like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to deal with it. Right. And I can't say I blame them, but that's still quitting. It's still quitting. I want every dude to level up. I want all of them to level up. You know what I mean? I want all dudes to be able to go out here and understand, you know what I mean, what the situation is out here, what it takes. Jay Swans, my dog peed on another dog. Does that make him an alpha male? I guess. Yeah, your dog crazy though, bro. Kylo got problems, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm glad he cool with me. He cool with me, and he still be putting his teeth on me, bro. Like, he just be playing rough. Maybe it's just because of his age. I'm on the rise, Unc. I see you. I know you're on the rise. But if you're a guy and you're on this side of the world, you're absolutely on the rise. When you're taking this information in, use it for good. Use it to benefit you. Use it to make it the best version of you. Don't use it to, well, I'm just going to go out here, smash a bunch of chicks. You can do that. You absolutely can. But, when you do that, you realize it's meaningless. And it's almost like being back to square one again. Like, it's meaningless. It means nothing. You know what I mean? The top 20% guys, man, they can smash. Like, I'm in Miami. I'm kicking it with my people down there. Hey, bro, they don't even have to try. They don't have to try. These women are coming after them. They're coming after them. I sit there and I watch it with my own eyes. These women are gunning at them. So when I was growing up in the dating landscape, I was the hunter. I was the one out there gunning for prey. But now I'm the prey. There's women out there gunning for me. And you gotta be aware of this. You gotta be aware of this. When these beautiful, top tier women, I'm talking top tier in as far as looks, beauty, body, and all that. And if they got some, sense about them, bro, the finesse game is strong. You better be on all your Jedi points. You better be on all your Jedi points, because the Sith is out there, bro, and they know what they doing, right? And they do roll. It's the rule of two, right? It is a master Sith and there's an apprentice, and them women out there running that, bro. So you better get your Jedi game on point, or you gonna fall like Qui-Gon Jinn did when he came up against Darth Maul. A wise man once told me, run them chicks down. Tell them, don't you run from me. And yeah, that the wise man he's talking about, Jay Swans is talking about, is me. That was definitely the game back in the 90s. Come here, girl. It was, come here. I ran him down for real. He ain't even joking. I jump out the car in a heartbeat. I jump out the car and go run up on him real quick. My people sweep, they go around the building, come right back, pick me up. I had a number. You know what I'm saying? 3-day rule was in effect. Even way back then, 3-day rule was in effect. It was what it was. It is what it is. I mean, it's these days in the bigger cities, they smashing that night. You know what I mean? It's all about, they say the vibe. I finally figured out what vibe means. Vibe means she wants to smash. Oh, we vibing. She ready to smash. Gotta have the trappings. You know what I mean? Got on the gear, you look good, you smell good. Got on, just a little bit, maybe a watch, maybe a nice little chain or whatever, just a little bit, not too crazy. Right? Either you got the whip where you live, got yourself something nice to drive, or you're doing the black car stuff. Like, yeah, doing it because that's how you roll. They get back to the telly, bro. It's on. So, but yeah, man, the bottom 80%, they're either leveling up or they're giving up. Right. So if you're in the bottom 80, if you think you're in the bottom 80, I suggest that you level up, fellas. Level up. It don't take a whole lot. It don't take a whole lot. There are a lot of good. I hate to use the word good. There are a lot of women who aren't for the streets, and there are a lot of women who are, right? And if you just out there trying to smash, it don't matter which one they are. It really doesn't. You just trying to smash, that's your mission, go ahead and smash. It might be easier or harder with whichever one, but just go ahead and smash, man. Get it in like that. And Big Mike's like, yeah, women know game. Yeah, they mastered their game. Don't think for a minute that they haven't. They have mastered their game. Right? So you have to master yours. Like y'all sitting down, y'all dealing with these chess grand masters. They know what they're doing. And they have the ability to change the rules on the fly. So you got to master your game and be ready. That's it, man. Y'all dealing with the Sith. All right, Colonel Sanders, I've noticed that I don't have the patience for the average entitled 8 to 10. You got to build it. If your mission is just to smash, you're going to have to figure that patience out. Just like Myron. Myron was short-tempered. Myron Gaines, not that he's short-tempered, but he had a short tolerance for BS. Short tolerance is better. He's not short-tempered at all. Just got a short tolerance for BS. And if you've been following that platform, you've seen how his tolerance has grown greatly over the past 6 months, like crazy. It's women on there. I'm like, I would Frank Castle that chick, and he's still letting her go. So that's what you got to do, brother. You got to work on that. Get your tolerance up. Wonderful 34 was good. Welcome. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming through. G Complex DL. What are your thoughts on this saying? Don't be her therapist. Be the reason she needs a therapist. Don't be her therapist. Be the reason she needs a therapist. I get where that's coming from. You feel me? I get where that's coming from. I'm from the camp that I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Right? So I get the don't be her therapist part. Don't sit there, let yourself get friend zoned. Don't sit there, let her be the crutch that she's leaning on. She's getting all that free attention from you. She's getting all that. Don't just do that. Yeah, don't do that. Be the reason she needs somebody to lean on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree with that. And how do you do that? Simply by being you. Simply be in your frame. Yo, G, that's just how it is. Like I said, you ain't got to be mean. I don't even argue with chicks. I don't, whatever. Take them somewhere. I'll take somewhere. Like I do believe in keeping your investment low in the beginning. Jay Swans will tell you, ice cream dates is how we got down back in the day. You know what I mean? I used to do breakfast. You know what I mean? Back in the 90s, when I meet a woman, whatever, like, let's go out. And back then, girls, they want, you say, let's go out. They thinking dinner. I'm like, no, let's go have breakfast, like a late breakfast. And people were like, why you go to breakfast so much? Like, it's the cheapest meal you can buy. Back in the day, man, you go to Bob Evans, man, the two of us to eat, that wasn't even like $15. There's no alcohol involved. It's breakfast. If you had a breakfast and she's drinking alcohol, man, run. You feel me? You got the wrong one. So yeah, man, absolutely. Don't give away that free attention. You know what I mean? G, I agree with that, man. I'm harped on the words, the whole therapist thing. I don't want somebody to be the reason they need therapy. You know what I mean? That's that negative connotation. I mean, it just makes it sound like I'm out there trying to break her mentally. I ain't trying to do that. You know what I mean? But I am trying to break her back. So yeah, she'll have to go talk to somebody else about getting her back blown out by me. You know what I mean? Big Mike. I want to share some of my signature cognacs with Saint. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm sorry, colognes. That's what's up, man. I got a nice Tom Ford I just picked up. I forget it's a Tom Ford one. I forget the exact flavor of it or whatever. I got Chanel Blue. I got Dolce Light Blue. I got a few, man. I might take a picture of all of them, man. Matter of fact, we should do an episode on that. Let me know what you think, man. Like, we should do an episode on that. Talking about colognes. Let's see. I've never bought a chick a drink. Remember my line? Is your last name Swanson? No, you need to move on, boo. He ain't lying, y'all. He is not lying. And during that part of my life, I wasn't buying drinks neither. I didn't start buying drinks until the late 90s. I want to say the first time I bought a drink, I was out of the Army. I want to say the first time I bought a drink was like 95. The first time, and I was in Detroit. It was the first time I bought a drink. And after that, it wasn't that bad, but every chick I bought a drink for, I smashed. Just to let you know, I wasn't buying everybody a drink. I had to already be feeling something. It was already a conversation. And that's when you were in the club back in the day, you was in the club actually dancing. So she was like really dancing, like getting up on you. You feel me? So when all that was jumping off, then I'll get you a drink. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, within 3 days, bro, it was on. And she didn't need a therapist neither. She was just happy. She had her moment. So yeah. So Big Mike, Myron is now a super Syrian. All right, that's funny. That's funny. And Colonel Sanders like Roger Unk. You know what I mean? Jay Swan's not telling chicks, I'm not your girlfriend. Let me know when you're ready for some adult shit. Then move the F out. She'll come holler at you for the curve. That was his way. And Jay Swans was rocking it. He was rocking it out. When people go to these spaces, when they go into this world, and they're trying to find they're asking about these techniques and stuff. Everybody's technique is different. You ain't gonna be able to do it like me. I'm not gonna be able to do it like you. Everybody's technique is different. You might be a little harsher. The next man might be a little soft. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all smash it. So you have to take what you know works for you that's gonna better you and leave the rest. You know what I mean? I tried a whole bunch of strategies, man. I did. The top of this episode, I was talking about how I lost one because I did it all wrong. It was all Bravo Papa techniques. All Bravo Papa. I was being good guy. And guess what? I finished last. You can't get away from that. Women hate hearing that, but they can tell you how the saying goes. Good guys finish last. Don't be the good guy. You know what I mean? If I'm choice with being a good guy or being me, then it's like what G Complex was saying. I'll make her want to see a therapist then. You know what I mean? If that's the case, somebody gonna need a therapist, might as well be her. You know what I mean? So that's how I stand on that. Shout out to Future. Yeah. We got Colonel Sanders in here. Brother Jason, I still do breakfast. It's the star move. The ladies love it. Yeah, and it's the cheapest meal you can buy. And it frees up your day. So it was the cheapest meal I could buy. And the backup on that was if it went well, if breakfast went well, like she's digging you digging her, you got the rest of the day to set up stuff for her. Or if the date went bad, same thing. You got the rest of the day to salvage it. Right? That was a bad date. Go home, make a few more phone calls, go to the park, whatever. Circle back to the restaurant you was at and holler at the waitress. Right? I used to do that all the time. All the time. I would circle back to the restaurant because the waitress would be, you know what I'm saying, eyeing you or whatever. Social proof. I'm in there with dimes. I only mess with dimes. Social proof. She see me in there with a dime. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't know how broke I really was. But I'm in there paying for everything. It's good to go. Circle back, holler at her. Oh, what happened to your girlfriend? Oh, that wasn't my girlfriend. It's just somebody I met. I thought it'd be cool, but you saw that didn't work, girl. She was like, oh, you so silly. What's your number? It was on. And again, this was all before social media, y'all. Demon got me. Be the reason she needs physical therapy. There you go. Be the reason she needs physical therapy. Cologne episode is a good idea. I'll do it. I'll do a cologne episode, man. Because you gotta have to smell good, y'all. You gotta have to smell good. And it's it's an investment. But we don't wear cologne like women wear perfume. So you might go out and I got a bottle of I got a bottle of some cologne. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's something black. But I got it in London. I bought this cologne maybe 4 years ago, y'all. It cost me $350. I remember that. I'm like, damn. Because it was in pounds and I couldn't, it didn't sound expensive in pounds, but the dollar was way weaker back then. But it was whatever. I brought it back. I still got it, man. And it's a decent cologne. Yeah, we're going to definitely do a cologne episode. Yes, Uncle Cologne game is super important. If you smell amazing, feels amazing, and women feel comfortable and they come at me, they will, bro. They will. If a woman's looking for an excuse to approach you, cologne's a good excuse. You smell good. Even the chick who really wasn't into you, man, like you tingle them senses, she gonna say something to you. Like, oh, you smell good. Smell good, look good, man. There was a time I still get manicures and pedicures, but it was a time I would have them, they were putting clear fingernail polish on my hands, right? Y'all be like, oh man, that sounds, that sounds rainbow-ish. What are you talking about? But it made my fingertips shiny Girls love shiny things. This is when I was living in Miami, right? I started doing that like in 2007 until about 2010. I was doing that. I was in the nail shop with my cousin. She was the one that actually made me do it. It was like a bet. We bet something and I lost. She was like, you got to paint them clear. Cool, I did it. I can't tell you how many women came up to me just to hold my hands because they were shiny tips. Oh my God, your manicure is so nice. Oh my God, is that clear? Oh, look at your. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I kept doing it. I was in Miami. Oh Lord, bro, I got at least three of them. At least three of them that way. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mr. Organic. Brother Jason, I'm from Detroit. I'll be sending the chicks water usually. Yeah, that's smart. I ain't mad at you. That's really. He understands the game. You got to come at him slightly different. Let me get you some water, baby. I see you've been drinking all night. All these dudes trying to get at you, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Oh, my God, you're so cool. You're so thoughtful. Got him. Be careful up there in Detroit, bro. I ain't been up there in a minute. First time I ever heard of AK-47 outside of a combat zone, I was on Gettysburg, bro. I was like, yeah, we might have to get up out of here. That was dangerous, bro. That was back in the 90s. Y'all wasn't playing. And Jay Swans, they always thought DL was the a-hole and I was the nice guy. And that's true. They always thought I was that dude. And Jay Swans was a cool kid, but he was killing them. He was killing them. They coming at me trying to talk to me for that therapy. I'm like, nah, bro, you can't. You want to talk to me? You're gonna come in here and you have to drop them draws. I'll talk to you from behind. I was gonna say Polo Black, but that's not yet. Yeah, I can't remember. It's bugging me now too, but it takes me too long to get to my room. I'm like up in the loft, so I can't. I'll have it. We're gonna do the episode, man. We might even do that this week. Look for the thumbnails. Yeah, whiskey. Now, my granddad used to always put that clear polish on his nails. Hey, bro, I had no idea something that simple would bring them in. It was bringing in the Latinas like left and right, bro. I am not lying. I'm not even exaggerating, not even a little bit. That went so far. I don't do it now. I don't really want the attention like that. I'm too old, but boy, oh boy, it brought them in for me. Miami and LA, it brought them in. Brother Jason, one chick told me to switch soaps when I switch colognes because some go good with others. I can see that. I've never done that. My soap game is basic dude. I use that body wash. I was Old English or something like that. Whatever. It smells good, but I don't purposely switch them up. But again, you got to do what you got to do. Whatever little thing works for you, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you under 6 feet, use every trick in the trade. We can't make ourselves taller, right? But we can do all these other little tricks. Lately I've always had nice suits. I get custom suits, man, and stuff like that. I'm always going to political events and stuff like that. But lately I've been going out with my suits on, like maybe a jacket, tie, bow tie sometimes, pocket squares and all that. Women are really responding to it, and they are responding to that, gentlemen. I don't know if y'all realize that, but they are really responding to that right now. So it was like, okay. And I like getting dressed up, so I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? And my hat game is ridiculous. Like I go out when I put on my suits, man, I look like a gangster for real. I look like I came straight out of the 1940s on some Lucky Luciano type shit. Candace, hands are very important on it, man. See, that's coming from Candace. She RP aware. She's letting you know. Also talk to your female friends out there that are Romeo Papa aware, man. They'll put you on game. Listen to them, talk to them, see what they say. Even the Bravo Papa girls. Like if you just out, you just strike up a conversation with a chick, just talk to them. Don't try to get on. Don't try to get the Instagram. Just talk. See what they say and walk away. A lot of times, you 7 out of 10 times, they might even ask you for your information. When they see you really ain't into them like that, you just having a conversation. It has to be real though. You can't be faking it. Once they see like, oh man, he really ain't trying to holler at me, they might try to holler at you. For real. I've done that. What's up, Big Mike? I wear brand number 9, awesome sauce. Okay. I'm gonna check that out. I'm definitely gonna do the cologne episode, man. We'll try to get that done. Hopefully no later than Sunday. It might be Sunday. Sunday afternoon. We'll see. Axe body spray. Yeah, see, he's married. Jay Swan's been married for 25 years or whatever. He ain't gonna be able to help y'all. He's not gonna be able to help y'all. And brother Jason, I mess with microfill. You can hit your nails with that without paint and still get the shine. Yes, I know what you're talking about because they buff them at the nail shop. They'll ask you. They've asked me a couple times I want them buffed out. I don't even. I mean, I ain't in it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah. I just wanted to get the nails cut down so my hands look neat. Can't have your hands. You can't have dirty nails, man. Can't have dirty, rough feet. Can't have rough feet, bro. They ain't gonna let you in the bed. You got rough feet, man. This is one of those things. You can't get return service. I just sweat ladies having that. Yeah, they love a natural man sin. That's good, scientifically backed up. When you talk, make sure you tell them you gotta bite that booty. Yeah, go ahead and try that, y'all. Just remember, when he was biting booties, it was the 90s. Y'all go out here and bite some booties now in the 2020s, 2022s. Y'all might be catching a case, which would suck. You catch one case, and now every time you move to a neighborhood, you gotta knock on the door and tell people you live there. You're a registered offender. Hello, my name is Jay Swans, and I live around the corner. I just gotta tell you I live here because I bit somebody on the butt. You'll see. I might have to jump on the Cologne episode with me. Yeah, I'm wide open for that, bro. I'm wide open for that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, and that'll be a fun episode right there. So I got 2 more points, and then I'm off. So let's talk about my weekend trip, right? I was down in Miami, which was great, right? I already talked about how the women are playing fair down there. I'm not even exaggerating. Even for old Uncle Saint, I'm walking around like women are turning their heads, whatever. You say hello, hola, whatever, is cool. You can just holler at them like, excuse me, pardon me, whatever. They'll stop for a second. Some people use lines. I don't. I've never used a line in my life. You know what I mean? I come at you with straight conversation. What's going on? A lot of times I'll be like, yo, I don't live here, but I used to live here. And I'll say, there used to be a so-and-so and so-and-so. There used to be a pizza joint called Pizza Rusticas. It's still there. And they'll be like, oh, it's there, but they call it something else now. Oh, where you stay? Well, I live over in this building. I live in the Ivy. Oh, for real? You live in the Ivy? I knew somebody lived in the Mint. You know what I mean? Now she's in the conversation. She's there. She ain't going nowhere. Like, man, you look, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, listen, I'm going to go over here to, you know what I mean? What name of my joint? Baby Jane's. You ever heard of Baby Jane's? Like, yeah, that's a cool little bar. Hey, why don't you come by there tonight? I'm going to be there about 9 o'clock. Let me get you a drink or something. You seem real cool. Yeah, I'm older now. I do buy the drinks. My game has shifted greatly in my old age. And they'll come through. Especially because I'm gunning at older women now. Like, personally, I'm gunning for the 35 and up crew. You know what I mean? So they just happy to have the attention. They come through. They come by themselves. They come looking good, smelling good, right? Once they get there, we get a drink. Like, hey, do you know any other places? And they'll start telling you joints. Like, oh, let's go over there then. Then bam. You know what I mean? Once you get that, it's a wrap. And just like Fresh and Myron say, you should plan the dates, but they're always, because it wasn't an official day, it was just like a quick little meetup. They show up, then it's on. And you play, for someone like me, my game is a little bit different. It's older. It's all about how comfortable they feel with me. Or they, I sit back and let them bump into me. Before I was aggressive, I was going at them. Now I sit back and see how comfortable they are with me. Do they bump into me? Do they slide into me? Right? How long do they make the eye contact? Do they hold my hand? Do they brush against my hand? Right? Do they jerk away when I touch them on the shoulder gently? Right? Those are the keys that I'm looking for. And once I see they cool, it's a wrap. I'm like, yo, I'm staying at this hotel or that hotel. They got a cool bar in there. I don't know if you want to come in there and grab a quick drink. Yeah. Or I'll be like, they got a good dessert over here or whatever. Bam. Once they say yeah to that, you in the telly. You know what I mean? They hang around till the hotel bar closes. Then I'm like, oh man, they're closed. You know what? I got some water upstairs. You want to come check out the room or something like that? Yeah, I want to see the room. I've always heard they had nice rooms here. I bet. Take them on upstairs. Now, the truth of the matter is, the door guy probably knows he's probably in there so much. That might be her game. she be rocking out the dudes to stay at these hotels. But it is what it is. That's what I'm looking for. That's what she's looking for. Everybody's happy. So the women are cool. As opposed to LA, New York, these other places, the game is different, and it's just different, man. Like I've done okay in LA. I've done okay in Miami. I'm sorry, New York. I've done okay in DC, but Miami, it just doesn't seem to be any work for me. None at all. No work at all. You know what I mean? So I did that and enjoy that. I'm always in Brickell. I was in Wynwood. They always talking about Wynwood. I finally went to check it out. It's cool. It's still it's a gentrified area. It's really cool. There's a lot of art stuff going on, cool graffiti and stuff like that. It's very artsy, right? Kind of like Greenwich Village kind of thing. Very arts, like the Arts District in LA. But here's the thing. The hood right there. Right there. So I've been to Wynwood twice. And the last time I went, I was like, that's it. I'm never coming over here without my pistol again. And, Florida's a concealed carry state. So, if I go through there, it's going to be in the daytime, like early, like afternoon. I may stay there till like maybe the early evening. And then I'm out, and I'll definitely be armed because I don't, and everyone in town was like, oh, it ain't jumping off like that. But, bro, I'm sorry. The hood right there. I mean, right. You go a quarter mile the wrong way. Right, you gonna want that pistol on you. Trust me on that. But Wynwood is cool, and overall the people are straight, man. I talk to wait staff, bartenders, valet guys, car wash guys, random vendors. Everybody down in Miami cool. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I mean? I've never been in a situation where I'm having somebody get fly with me. You know what I mean? Down there in Miami, it just hasn't happened to me. But everyone is real cool. Even when you go into the bougie joints, I went to a high-end watch store. I was looking at some timepieces. I mean, they gave me good service. I mean, you could tell they were doing it because they had to, you know what I mean? But they didn't rush me out the store. They were eager to show me whatever timepiece I wanted to see. Now, granted, I was wearing a nice timepiece, but still, they still took the time and gave me the treatment that everyone deserves. So, I just gotta say it. Miami is on point. One of my favorite spots in the States. And like I said, the game for me, the women are playing fair. That's where I want to go to. If I'm gonna go do some day game, I'm gonna do it in Miami. LA is hard for day game. It's really, really hard because so many homeless people out there. There's so many hustlers out there. New York is just so crowded. People are getting from A to B. They ain't got time to stop. DC is all political. I mean, if you're a political junkie like me, you might get on, but man, it's hard. But Vegas is Vegas. It is what it is. Everybody about their money, but Miami, I don't know, man. Miami works for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go through these last few chats and then we'll wrap it up. Jay Swans, don't need cologne. My wallet smells good enough. Ain't that the truth? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna call out the cars y'all got, the cars y'all done had. Yeah, you right about his wallet smelling good, y'all. For real. Big Mike. Y'all think we playing cologne song is so important. It is important. Cologne game is important. And like your fashion sense. Like you don't have to wear brands. Like you don't have to wear the big names or whatever, but you want to look right. Right? You can get away with just the right piece and just the right little style, and that's gonna, stop it. I mean, it could be something as simple as whatever you're wearing is fitting right. Like it fits the way it's supposed to fit. Nice shoes. Like go ahead and make that investment. Y'all sneakerheads, y'all know better than I do. I'm old school. I don't mess with sneakers, but that's like the move now. And people got those gym shoes, we used to call them. Those things are expensive, the Airs and all that, the Jordans and everything. That shit's expensive, man. I had no idea. I thought watch collecting was gonna be pricey. Jesus, y'all spend a lot of money on tennis shoes. Don't even be hooping. Whiskey earned. Yeah, let's hear about Miami. Hey, man. Miami ain't no joke. You say, I'm staying over here. Yo, Mike, where you at again, bro? I forget. Did you tell me where you were in the country? I don't remember. Hey, Wynwood is my spot. Yeah, Whiskey. Wynwood is cool, but like I say, if I go back over there, I'm taking my pistol with me. And Jay Swans, hey, boo, you dropped something. What? A conversation. Let's pick it up right where it is. Hey, man. Yeah, let's pick it up right here. You could try that. Jay Swan, 6'4", 225 pounds, high yellow, looking like Pretty Ricky. It works for him. It might not work for you, but it works for him. And I think Myron has something. What's Myron's his pickup line is "You're almost as cute as I am" or something like that. Like hey man, teach his own. You got pickup lines, man. Use them joints. I don't. But if it works, it works. G Complex. If your clothes fit right, that makes a bigger difference than the name. Yeah, than the name brand. That's true. If your clothes on right, and again, like your style says it all, like the way you present yourself. And then little things like when I'm in Medellin, I always go to the vendors and I'll buy like those little bracelets, little handmade bracelets. They like most of them are leather, or they use different type of materials on them. Hey, bro, down in Medellin, I did that on my last trip. I think I bought 3 or 4 of them, and I wound up giving them to chicks because I holler at them, they come by or whatever, and they'll come over and talk to me just because of the bracelet. We'll do whatever we do, and then that morning they'll leave. I give them the bracelet. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little things, bro. Little things. Hey, brother Mike, my last pair of Jordans was $450 on Amazon Prime. $450. Wow. Don't give him to Jay Swans. He'll be out there hooping in them. He'll be mad. Kennard, what's good, brother? What up, DNL? What would you say is the most heavy difference between LA and Miami? That's a good question, brother. And we're coming up on the last 10. Like, for me, the biggest thing when we're talking about womanizing LA versus Miami, the LA women, because they don't know who they are, because they're not confident in who they are as individuals, they have self-esteem issues. It makes it harder to talk to them. They have these shields up, and they're quick to try to shoot you down because they believe you are going to shoot them down, right? So my LA game was, I leaned heavily on the stand-up, the entertainment stuff. So for me, cold approaching in LA, I didn't do it. I just didn't do it. It was just a waste of time. I will go to an event, right? I'll pop up in whatever event. If there's something like some SAG thing jumping off, my people have me in there, or if Saban is having something, I'll be in there. Or if there's like a big concert, comedy concert or something, or a spoken word event or something like that, like Big Red. I'm pretty sure you know Red, man. I don't know if he's still out there doing this poetry thing, but like if Red was doing something, and I would go holler at these people, because in LA it's all about your social status, right? So when women see that people know you, or you walk into the spot and Tony Rock's in there, and Tony Rock's like, "What's up, D? Come over and give you dap." Instantly, all the women want to holler at you, right? Same thing if you somewhere and Chris Spencer see you and he rolled down his window and is like, "What's up, man? What's up? I see you, boy. Holler at me." Instant credibility, right? Or if you can get into certain clubs, you can get into a certain club like that. Like you ain't got to wait. I never had to wait because I was in with the door guys. I was in with security and bartenders and owners. I never had to wait in line. And whoever was with me came right in with me. So if you had all that, women in LA, they look at that. They see, oh, shit, he's somebody, and they holler at you. So you don't really need that in Miami. Straight day game. You can just walk down the street, stop. Hey, how you doing? If you know how to communicate in Miami, you ain't a weirdo. Bro, you getting on. She definitely gonna give you her Instagram. She definitely gonna go see your Instagram. She gonna look at it. And if your Instagram is halfway decent, combine that with your conversation. I'm talking about Miami now. You're gonna get a shot. She'll be like, bet, you know what I mean? But in LA, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna be at this event. You should come. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And I would lean heavily on the social side because again, there's self-esteem issues out there with something fierce. So I think that's the difference for me. About 6 minutes left. And thanks for coming up, Kennard, bro. Thanks for coming in and showing support, brother. It's one of my Suzette Speaks fam right there, doing this thing out there in LA. You know what I mean? I'm in the Northwest. Women are stuck up. I want to come to Miami. They're stuck up everywhere, bro. You know what I mean? They're stuck up everywhere. Like Washington, Oregon, you know what I mean? Like California, Nevada, all that kind of stuff over there, man. It's crazy. Colorado, but good conversation trumps all that, bro. If they stuck up, whatever, just let them rock. You know what I mean? Say something quick to them. Hey, what's up? They give you a little bit of attitude, go right to their friend. If you gunning at a group, go right to their friend. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm sorry, love. I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to her. What's your name, baby? And you just talk to her and just ignore the stuck up one, because it's always gonna be one. Ignore her. Yeah, she's gonna control the herd and wander off, but guess what? The friend will find her way back to you. The regular chick, she's gonna be first of all happy that you even took time to recognize her and holler at her, right? And then she noticed that you didn't go off on the mean chick. You know what I'm saying? The bitchy chick. You didn't go off on it, so it shows that you you're a gentleman. right? You're a straight up gentleman. So she gonna circle back. You know what I mean? And every time y'all go out and get shot down, remember, women are watching you get shot down. It's all about your confidence. You know, Jay Swans will tell you, we went out, man. We always went to the top girl. I went up to the dimes. I went up to the finest women in the spot and worked my way down. I still do that when I'm on the tear. If I'm out there, I'm going to the finest chicks. I ain't talking to nobody below her. And other women see me doing that. So about the time I get close to them, that's when they talking about, you smell good. What's that you wearing? And I'd be like, sweat. I ain't even putting nothing on. Kennard, yes, sir. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir, I will keep up the good work. Thank you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Mike's like, okay, yeah, don't. Hey, so it's still numbers game, man. That's we're in it. It's all about the numbers, bro. Keep taking them swings. Stay in there. You can't care. You can't act like you don't care. You really have to be uncaring, unflinching. Go up and holler. You see somebody you want to just holler at them. What's up? She's probably gonna shoot you down. So what? You know what I mean? Hold that L. You'll see her again. She like, man, this dude real confident. You'll see him again. Myrina Gaines in the house. Hey, DL. I did put in a word for the Coke parties. Invite to be sent out shortly. Thank you. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. Thank you. Yeah. The much wanted Coke parties out there in Miami with Fresh and Fit. Two guys who don't even drink or do drugs doing Coke parties. Be Larry, be Coca-Cola. So listen, that's all I got. Last 4 minutes of the program. We done went 2 hours. That's all I got. Thanks again for being out here. Definitely gonna do the Cologne episode. I'm gonna work on that starting tonight and a little bit tomorrow. I'll put the thumbnail up within the next couple of days so y'all know what's coming. Do some research. I'm gonna rock on that. I'm gonna see if I can get a couple of my female friends to jump on with me so they can talk about what they love to smell. But yeah, thanks y'all for real. This was fun. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to get to my 100,000 party. We got a long way to go. I'll be happy with just 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of watch time so we can get monetized, and then I'll start putting that money away for when we start hitting the big numbers and doing big things. Because I do got a lot of stuff planned. We're gonna do here. We're gonna continue to talk about politics. We're gonna continue to talk about the dating landscape. We're gonna continue to talk about being red pill aware. You know what I mean? We're gonna continue to do this. You know, we're gonna continue to collab with cool people and make things happen. Like, we got nice Needs Watchers. We're gonna be hollering at him, getting that game. We got Whiskey Earn Better Gents podcast. We're gonna be on there doing good things. So that's what's up, y'all. Appreciate the love. I really do. Thanks for all the support, y'all. All the support. I man, y'all make this. This is just as much fun and just as rewarding as doing good comedy shows, y'all. And that's a lot of hard work too. But this makes me feel just as good, y'all. So we're gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep rocking. I'll be in Dallas on the 27th doing that. You know what I mean? Out there with fam. And then I'll be in LA later on this summer. And also I'll be in New York in June. We haven't locked the dates in, but I'll be in New York in June doing some comedy. So yeah. DL Saint coming to a town near y'all soon. real soon. So yeah. I'ma holler at y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll talk to y'all later. Good night.